Hey my loves, and welcome back for another video. Today we're playing with a cute Yaky bob courtesy of Eayon hair. This is her straight out of the pack. You can see they gave us some nice baby hair. It's nice and fully dense. You also have the fake scalp method going on as well as an elastic band. So first we're going to remove my previous install. Look out for this video coming later this week. I definitely will have that linked in the description box once it is up. But I'm just taking some alcohol. I just use a regular rubbing alcohol from the grocery store or, your local pharmacy. And I just kind of remove. As soon as you pretty much apply this to your lace, it's pretty much going to come up if you are using like the got to be glued method. Now if you're using real glue, you're going to have to do a little bit more effort, but still you can use the rubbing alcohol. So here I'm going to just take my shears and I pretty much cut off a good amount of the lace that was around my eyebrows. I do find that when my eyebrows are already slayed and then I have lace on top, it rubs and my eyebrows need to be touched up. So I just remove it while I go ahead and do my install. Now you guys know I love a good install, and I feel like the best way to get a great install is to go ahead and pretty much prep the wig as much as I can before cutting the lace off and bonding her down. It just works so much better and easier, and I just feel like I get a flawless finish. So I went ahead and moved the part over. As you guys seen, it came with a nice center part. They do give you about 6 inches of parting space, and again you have that fake scalp, so the scalp is flawless. You don't need to bleach knots, tint lace. You literally don't need to do any of that. I don't even think I added any powder at the end or anything. Like literally I just used what they provided and it was flawless and it matched my skin tone. So even though I did a side part, I kind of kept it a little bit up high, but I am going to take it a little bit over, just a tad bit. And the reason I didn't take it over and do a deeper part is because there is pretty much like tracks a little bit below this, so you can't really go ear to ear. It's more like a closure wig more than a frontal wig. Nonetheless, again, you do get that 6 inches of parting space, so it definitely is more than enough. Now as you guys see, I did use a little bit of my wax stick, and this kind of just gave it a better finish. It cancels out any frizz, makes the hair lay down, makes it a little bit shinier, and it works amazing with your electric hot comb to go ahead and press out those roots. Now, if I did not mention, this one is 14 inches in length and it is a light Yaky texture. Now here I'm just going in with my tweezers and I'm just kind of opening up the part a little bit. It was pre-plucked and it did look amazing, but I do find that whenever, especially if you're going for no baby hair, it just breaks it up and it looks a little bit more natural when you go in a little bit more and just, again, make sure it's opened up and it looks a lot more like your natural hairline. For me, mine is a lot thinner than most, so I want it to look natural, but I don't obviously want to bald it at the same time. Now I should have did this at the very beginning, but I'm just going to go ahead and add in heat protectant. This has been like my go-to product, one of my favorite products for my installs as of late. I've definitely always been that person that felt like heat protectants were unnecessary for hair extensions, just like I really always felt like primers were not necessary for like foundation application. But lately I've been using this one and it definitely makes a huge difference. You guys can see I'm going in and I'm straightening out the hair. Even though it's already a straight texture, I just kind of want to make it a little bit more sleek. And you guys can kind of see that as I add the heat protectant and then I will go ahead and hot comb it and then I press it, it does give off a little bit of smoke. I did not add any oils or any serums or anything like that. It's just, I guess, the heat protectant doing its job. Now, I did want to mention that I did use heat protectant in every section. Now, if this were not a Yaky texture wig, or if it were a thinner wig, I probably would not have used so much product. But because this is a Yaky texture and I really wanted to get it as straight as possible, because I wanted the Yaky texture to show through, but I kind of wanted it to be a more Yaky press look, kind of like, you know, African American hair pressed out. I definitely wanted to use that heat protectant as a method to kind of help to silk press the hair as much as possible, and these are pretty much the results. I absolutely love the way it came out. Now we're going to go ahead and work on the baby hair. So I am going behind the parting, or behind the baby hair rather, and I'm going to go ahead and tweeze a little bit more just to make sure it looks super natural. From like the beginning up until like a little bit after this, my intentions were literally to just go ahead and do a no baby hair look, but in the end I did prefer to go ahead and add a little bit, and I kind of cheated because I didn't really section off hair and like trimmed on the baby hair like I normally would. I kind of just swooped what I already had at the front so that I really didn't have to make that commitment of like cutting the baby hairs super short and all of that, and you'll see that in just a moment. But first we're going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace, and you guys can see the improvement in how amazing that front or that hairline looks. This would also be super amazing if I was going to go ahead and bond it down. I feel like when I love the way my hairline looks, when I bond it down, it looks like 10 times better. But I did go for a glueless application just because this one did fit so well, and it did look great against my skin, and everything fit amazing and all that, so I didn't feel the need to add any glue or gel or anything like that. Now you guys can see the final step is pretty much going to be to do the baby hair. Again, I love the way this looked, but because I went for a no glue application, and I don't know, I just felt like I needed a little bit of something in the front with this look. So I did not want to use a mousse because I did not want to wet the hairline, but I did want to use something, so I went for the wax stick, and this is going to help to mold the hair in place, especially because I did not trim it and mold it to be baby hair. So I'm pretty much just swooping the very edges of the hairline and kind of swooping it back into the rest of the hair. Now this looks like a lot, so you kind of got to play with it and just section off a little bit less hair so that it doesn't look so thick and full. But again, it's all about preference. Most of you probably will go for a more no baby hair look, but I absolutely love this one. But that's pretty much it for this look. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think and give me your thoughts. I absolutely love it, of course. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check the description box for a link to this wig. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would help me out so much. And hit that like button and turn on your post notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.